Hello everyone, this is Reverend Naoya of Los Angeles Gedatsu Church. On October 17th, 2021, we held our annual Ujigami service or festival outdoors in front of the Ujigami shrine. I was truly grateful that we were able to hold this service in person so that we could express our appreciation to the Ujigami guardian spirits for their divine protection of our members and this Los Angeles area and region. Ujigami is a Japanese term composed of two parts. Uji means last name and Gami means God. Therefore, Ujigami literally means the God of a family. Long ago, most Japanese lived in small farming villages where they were born and spent their whole lives. Like in the Disney movie Moana, people in the villages formed big family groups in which they were all related to each other. Ujigami originated when these families enshrined their common ancestral guardian angels and worshipped them as gods. As time went on, these Ujigami gods evolved from village or family gods to gods that protected certain areas or regions. It became common practice for Japanese to visit their local Ujigami shrines whenever they experienced special events in their lives, such as pregnancies, birth, Hatsumiya Mairi, or a child's first visitation of Ujigami, Shichigo-san, a children's coming of age ceremony, weddings, and funerals. Or they visited the shrines to ask for favors, such as a good exam result, successful surgery, or good marriage. Ujigami was where people communicated or connected directly with gods and ancestors. This is a close personal relationship between Japanese and Ujigami shrine. When Archbishop Eizan Kishida first came to the US, he felt that Issei members who were born in Japan were neglecting their local Ujigami, which had protected their lives. That's why he enshrined the first Ujigami shrine in the US at the San Francisco Gedatsu Church. Because most of our members are of Japanese ancestry, and considering Archbishop Kishida's wisdom and purpose in enshrining the first Ujigami, I feel we are privileged to show our appreciation to our own local Ujigami, which is related to our families through the Ujigami shrine of this LA church. Each Ujigami shrine is closely associated with the local region in which it is enshrined. Therefore, each Ujigami god or guardian spirit is different. I believe that Archbishop Kishida envisioned this LA Ujigami shrine as having a special role in protecting the wider region of the US. That is why he enshrined the soul of President George Washington, souls of Native Americans for San Francisco Church, and the guardian spirit, Tenkujin, which means God of the sky, for this LA church as an Ujigami. Therefore, as Gedatsu members who are allowed to live in this country, I hope you will visit our church and show your appreciation to the Ujigami shrine whenever you have any special life event to report, such as career change or entering a new school. By doing so, I believe you will be guided and protected by Ujigami. I'm disappointed that only a few members come to the church on weekdays to pay their respects at the Ujigami shrine. Gedatsu is to practice the teaching. The more you actually practice it, the happier you will be. So please take advantage of the opportunity to come to church, bow before Ujigami, and offer your prayers of thanks. Several years ago, I shared my personal experience about visiting my local Ujigami shrine in Japan every day, which led to my marriage with Yuko. Just like me, my wife Yuko too has her personal experience related to Ujigami, so I'd like to share it with you today. When Yuko was 22 years old, after she graduated from university, she had difficulty finding a job. Even though she sent her resume to many companies, none of them accepted her. She had to go to an employment office to find a job. After a great deal of effort, she finally found a job at an advertising agency where she was employed as an office worker. When Yuko was hired, the business was rapidly growing. Her coworkers were super busy and had little time to be friendly or helpful. Even though she warmly greeted her senior coworkers, they didn't acknowledge her. The creative ad staff was mean to her, and her boss was cold and was angry at her tiniest mistake. It was a tough situation for Yuko, but because she got the job after a lot of effort, she couldn't run away. She cried sometimes at home. Yuko performed amateur blessing, but nothing improved the situation. She was faced with the dilemma. She didn't want to go to work, but felt that she had to. Should she keep working or quit? One day it occurred to her that she had never visited the company's local Ujigami shrine. She thought, why not? It can't hurt. So Yuko committed to visiting the local Ujigami shrine every morning before she started work. She prayed, expressing appreciation for being allowed to work at the company. She recalls that the response was immediate and dramatic. Her coworker, who never responded to her greetings, suddenly greeted her in return. Her boss's attitude toward her became much more gentle. Miraculously, she was being welcomed by everyone in the company. Not only did the cold attitude toward her warm, but the whole atmosphere in the company improved. For the first time, co-workers started supporting each other. That was Yuko's personal experience with the influence of Ujigami. Looking back on human history, the cause of most wars and conflicts deals with property. Large land areas meant plenty of food, workers, slaves, and resources. The lives of countless humans and animals were sacrificed in the name of property. We realize that we are indebted to the property for our lives. Therefore, it is important to pray to the guardian spirits of the property whenever we visit a new place. Except for our Gedatsu churches, there are no local Ujigami shrines in the US. So you cannot visit the local Ujigami shrine where you live, work, or go to school. However, before going to a new location, you can visit this Ujigami shrine and inform the guardian spirits in advance. After you visit the new place, even in a motel room, for example, you can close your eyes and give silent prayers. to the guardian spirit resting in that locale, like the spirit of Native Americans and pioneers who inhabited that area. Moreover, whenever you experience problems in life, like when your children have a hard time adjusting to school, or you have a difficult boss or coworkers like Yuko, please visit the church and give prayers to the guardian spirits of the property through our Ujigami shrine. I'm sure you will experience positive result. I talked about the significance of the Ujigami today. Thank you very much.